Talent management isn't about filling jobs, it's about fueling purpose. The right people in the right roles at the right time can ignite transformations, said by the William J. Ruthwell. Let's connect with a short story to illustrate the quote. When a mid-sized manufacturing company struggled with the turnover and stalled innovation, their CEO turned to a talent consultant that actually trained in the Rothwell's model. Instead of just hiring replacements, they assess internal capabilities where the succession gaps and purpose alignment. One younger engineer, Maya, stood out not because of the experience but because of her passion for sustainable design. Recognizing her drive, leadership gave her a strategic role leading a green manufacturing initiative. Within a year, the company cut waste by 40% and gained recognition for the environmental innovation. So what actually made the difference? Not just hiring talent, but deploying it where the purpose met the performance. Rothwell's model wasn't just a framework, it became the company's transformation engine. So, today's title and the topic is Mastering Talent Management, where we will discuss about the deploy model and talent life cycle in action. Welcome to Mastering Talent Management. In this module, you will explore the deploy model and how the organization use it to manage the talent through the every stage of the employee life cycle, from attraction to exit. Through real-world stories and successful case studies, you will gain insights into how to attract, develop and retain talent in the 21st century work. I am Dr. Pooja Singh Negi, an assistant professor from the Mary Group of Institution, specializing in HR and OB with a passion for empowering individuals and organizations. I am excited to share practical insights and different strategies with you today. Together, we will explore key concepts to help you master the art of talent management. Let's get started. By the end of this course, participant will able to understand and apply the key talent management models and their frameworks. So implement and optimize the talent life cycle from attraction to exit. Leverage technology and data to enhance talent management strategies. So the thing is, design effective succession planning and retention strategies for the long-term success. Coming to the segment 1, you will understand the deploy model first. One of the HR leader in a company mentioned that employee isn't just a model, it's how we grow business through people. So what is the full form of deploy? Let's get deep dive into the deploy model. The first one is develop, the second is engage, the third is place, leverage, optimize and yield. Here's an explanation of develop, engage, place, leverage, optimize and yield with examples. So the deploy model offers a framework for aligning people's strategy with the business outcomes. Each letter represents a critical element of talent deployment and management. So when we talk about the develop, this involves creating or improving a product, service, strategy or process. For example, a company develop a new software product by hiring engineers, conducting research and writing code. The next one is the engage. This means actively involving stakeholders such as employees, customers or partners in the process. So example, let's taking the example, a marketing team engage potential customers by running social media campaigns and hosting different events. The next one is the place. This refers to the positioning the product or service in the right location or channel for maximum impact. Considering the example, a retailer places a new product on the shelf to attract their customers. Coming to the leverage, this involves using resources, skills or opportunities effectively to achieve their organizational goals. Relating with the example, a business leverages its strong brand reputation to attract new customers. Coming to the optimize, this means continuously improving and refining the process of product to achieve the better results in the future. Coming with example, a website owner optimize their site for search engines to improve their ranking in search results. Yield refers to the desired outcome or results such as increased revenue, improved efficiency, or enhanced satisfaction. Coming to the example, a website owner optimize their site for search engines to improve their ranking in search results. The emphasis is on aligning talent strategy with their business goals. Coming in the segment 2 of the stage 1, we will discuss about the attraction and recruitment. Attracting talent, as you know, today is about more than posting jobs. It's about experience, branding, and data. Attraction and recruitment are crucial for any organization with attraction, focusing on building a strong employer brand and proactively engaging with the potential candidates, while recruitment focus on the active process of finding and hiring the right talent to fill open positions. So, talent attraction is a strategic process of creating, implementing strategies to attract qualified candidates to an organization. So, basically, we are going to the organization focus on building a strong employer brand that actually showcases the organizational culture, values, and opportunities. So, engaging potential candidates through targeted approaches and showcasing the benefit of working for the company. When we are talking about creating a positive candidate experience, we can relate it with the examples like we are going to develop a compelling employer brand message using social media and other channels to reach potential candidates. When it's come to the creating a strong online presence and career websites, just organize events and go through the networking opportunities where we can connect with the potential candidates that we can see in the future. So, recruitment is the active process of finding and hiring the right talent to fill open positions within an organization. Considering where we have to focus, so we have to identify the skills and experience that is required for the open positions, developing and implementing effective recruitment strategies. So, the sourcing and screening the candidates. When we talk about the sourcing and screening the candidates, we have to conduct the interviews and making the hiring decisions. For example, posting job openings on various platforms. The second one is using online job boards and social media to find candidates. Basically working with the different recruitments agencies so that we can have the potential candidate. Besides, we can conduct the interview and assessment also. Now let's discuss the case study of Unilever. Basically, Unilever revolutionized recruitment by using the AI, gamified assessment, video interviews, and predictive analytics. So the question is, how do top companies attract the best? So we can say it starts with the purpose and employer branding. So the key concepts of the attraction and recruitment are employer branding, talent sourcing, EVP denotes as employee value propositions. So basically AI is hiring, where we often use chatbots and resume scanning, connecting with the different reel. Cases of Unilever, that here we can discuss where the Unilever automated hiring with AI, focusing on the gamified assessment, digital interviews, and data-led decisions. So basically it reduced time to hire 90% and help to increase the diversity. So we can relate attraction and recruitment with a video of simulation of AI-driven hiring and the story from a hire, where you can experience how they are feeling. Coming to the segment 3 of stage 2, onboarding, cultural integration, role clarity, early engagement. Effective onboarding builds the bridge from recruitment to productivity. Coming to the case study, that is the Google just-in-time reminders to managers significantly boosted new hire productivity. So basically onboarding is the process of integrating new employees into a company. So it's a key part of helping new hires so that they can understand their roles and they feel more welcomed at the workplace. So onboarding can also help new employees to become more productive and engaged. Now the question is what it includes. It includes orientation, training and activities to help employees learn about the company goals. So when you are helping the employee feel welcome, valued and supported. So what are the benefits? Basically, it improves productivity, your company retention, engagement. When it happens, often start on day one. That can be the last month. How it's done? Include paperwork, orientation and activities to make employees feel welcome and more warmth. Considering the real case of Google just-in-time onboarding, a reminder to managers 24 hours before a new hire starts. So discuss the role, match with buddy and schedule check-ins led to 25% improvement into new hire productivity. For example, day in the life of a new Google hire and interview, that ex-Google employee sharing onboarding experiences. So let's welcome, this is the new age of L&D. So personal, agile and tech driven. With this, we are going to discuss the segment 4, that is the stage 3, development and learning. So here we are going to discuss the concept that is the learning pathways, coaching, mentoring, upskilling for future readiness. So let's start with the quote, learning is no longer a perk, it's a business imperative. Coming to the case study, Levi's Bootcamp. Levi's trained internal staff to data science opening, internal mobility and opportunities. Here they include upskilling, where the enhancing existing skills to meet the industry demand and prepare employees for new opportunities within the company. Coming to the next, that is the reskilling, where the employees acquire entirely new skills to transition into different roles with the organization. So basically, what could be the learning pathways? Learning pathways is like creating structured plans for employees to develop specific skills and knowledge, often through a combination of formal training, mentorship and on-the-job learning. Coming to the coaching, it's basically provide individualized guidance and support to help employees improve their performance and develop new skills. The next one is, we can go for the mentoring also. What is mentoring? It's like pairing experienced employee with those who need guidance, fostering knowledge and transfer this skill development that actually feel them more comfortable and more knowledgeable. Coming to the next, that is the continuous learning, where we can foster a culture where employees are encouraged to continuously learn and develop new skills and staying current with the industry trends and technology. And you know that is today, that is the major requirement for us. So the real case of Levi's Data Science Bootcamp, where the organization trained non-technical employees in Python and machine learning. And you know that both are important. Also, organization upskill employees for internal roles in the data teams. So what are the suggestions that actually organization give? That is the real interview from a Levi's L&D managers, quick clips from their training day from Levi's Bootcamp case. So what we can say, that at Starbucks, employees are partners, not just staff. This quote talks about the segment 5. Coming to this stage 4, that is the engagement and retention. In the talent cycle, the employee engagement and retention are crucial for the long-term success. With engagement, fostering a committed workforce, and retention, ensuring the retention of valuable talent at your organization. So engaged employees are more likely to stay, perform at a higher levels and contribute positively to a workplace culture continuously. So the key concept that we are going to discuss and associated like pulse survey, employee voice, purpose alignment, rewards, flexible benefits, internal mobility. So coming to the pulse survey and employee voice, the purpose of pulse surveys are short, frequent surveys that actually designed to gather the quick feedback on employee experience, where we can identify the area of improvement where the organization can improve themselves. What are the benefits? They help organization to understand employees' sentiments, identify potential issues and track the effectiveness of engagement efforts. Either they are disengaged or engaged. So purpose alignment basically talk about the importance when employees understand the connect with the company's purpose, and they are more likely to be engaged and motivated. Coming to the point, that is the implementation, where the organization can communicate their values and goals clearly, involve employees in decision making, and provide opportunities for them to contribute to the company's mission. Coming to the next and very interesting example, that this could lead creating a shared vision, celebrating success, and providing regular update on company performance. The third one is the reward and recognition. As we know that reward and recognition is very important, so let's discuss the importance of reward and recognition. Recognizing and rewarding employees' contribution is very much crucial for maintaining the morale and motivation of the employees. Like, there are certain types, like reward can include bonus, promotion, recognition programs, and opportunities for professional developments. These all can enhance the employee performance. So let's consider the one example, that implementing a system for recognizing outstanding performance, providing opportunities for employees to share their ideas, and celebrating milestones. Coming to the next point, that is the flexible benefits and internal mobility. What is the importance of mobility? So offering flexible benefits and opportunities for internal mobility can attract and retain top talents. What are the flexible benefits? The benefits that this could include options for healthcare, childcare, or work-life balance. So what are the internal mobility in terms of it? Creating opportunities for employee to grow within the organization can increase the job satisfaction and can reduce the turnover of the employees. So basically, considering the example, implement a mentorship program, offer training opportunities, and providing a clear pathways for the advancement. By implementing these strategies, organization can create a more engaged and a productive and fulfilling work environment for their employees. So hence we can say that engagement comes from purpose, culture, and care. Coming to the interesting point, that is the case study of the Starbucks. Emphasis on the inclusive benefits and culture that actually made the organization a talent magnet. Starbucks has a partner-focused culture, tuition program, and mental health benefits. So Starbucks consistently ranks high in terms of the employee engagement and loyalty. So let's come to the interesting point, that talent is not just about today, it's about the legacy we leave. So with this, let's come to the segment 6, that is the stage 5, succession and offboarding. So succession planning and offboarding are crucial HR process. Succession planning identifies and prepares potential replacement for the different roles, while offboarding ensure a smooth and positive transition for the departing employees, including knowledge transfer and asset recovery. So what is succession planning? Succession planning is the process of identifying and developing internal candidates to fill the key positions within an organization, ensuring smooth transition when these positions become vacant. So what are the benefits? Basically, through these benefits, we can reduce the disruption and minimize stress when employees leave. Allow for a more efficient and effective transition of knowledge and responsibility, identifies and develop high potential employees that actually foster a culture of growth and development. That also helps to maintain the organizational stability and continuity. Coming to the offboarding, it is the process of managing an employee's departure from a company, ensuring a smooth and positive transition for both the employee as well as organization. What is the benefit? It basically protects company data and intellectual property, and it helps to gather the valuable insights into the employee experience through exit interviews. It also helps to strengthen the employer brand by ensuring a positive last impression, facilitate smooth business continuity through the talent transition. So what are the key concepts that we actually remember? That the first one is the succession planning, knowledge transfer, alumni network. So a great exit is as important as a great entry. Coming to the case study, mining company succession plan. This company use predictive workforce planning to develop future leaders. So connecting with the real case of mining company reveals that organizations manage demographic challenges and they actually develop internal succession and mentorship programs for the aging workforce. At the same time, they also boosted internal promotions and knowledge sharing. So let's come to the talent life cycle. The talent life cycle is no longer linear. It's a loop of growth, value and adaptability. Coming with the next segment is 7 that will throw light on the future of the talent life cycle. So some of the highlights are talent marketplaces. A talent marketplace is a digital platform that actually connects employee with the internal opportunities, projects and role based on their skills and interest, fostering internal mobility and career development. Here are the some detailed explanation and the key features and the benefits. So coming to the internal mobility, we can have the talent marketplaces that actually facilitate employees moving to different roles and teams within the organization. And the skill-based matching, where we talk about these platforms that actually use AI to match employees with opportunity based on their skills, experience and preferences. The next is the career development. They actually offer opportunities for learning, skills, development and career advancement, enhancing employee engagement and long-term retention. The next is the workforce agility. The talent marketplaces enable organizations to quickly adapt to the changing needs by connecting employees with the right projects and the right roles. So basically, when we talk about the access and opportunities, they ensure that all employers, regardless of their location or department, have equal access to internal opportunities, where the employee improved in terms of their experience by providing the personalized career paths and opportunities. Talent marketplaces can improve employee satisfaction and engagement. Let's come to the example. Connecting with the example of opportunities, these marketplaces can connect with the employees with gigs, projects, stretch, assignments, mentoring or full-time roles. So examples of talent marketplace platforms: Eightfold AI, Gloat, SAP, Success Factors, HCM, Cornerstone, Talent Guard, ICMs, 365 Talent, Nesters and Profine. So internal gig platform, basically Unilever, Flex, Experience, internal gig platforms are technology enabled marketplaces that actually connect employees with short-term projects and opportunities with their own organization, that actually enable them to leverage internal talent and skills for various tasks, fostering engagement and professional development. So here a more detail, we need to have a look at the internal gig platform. Now the question arises, what are they? So internal talent marketplace. So these platforms are designed to match the employee's skills and interest with the available short-term projects or gigs within a company. When we are talking about the leveraging internal talent, they actually aim to tap into the diverse skills and expertise that already exist within an organization rather than relying solely on external hires. Flexibility and agility, that is the internal gig platform, can help organization become more agile and responsive to changing needs, allowing them to quickly fill the temporary skill gaps or tackle specific projects. So AI and analytics in talent decision. The AI and analytics are transforming talent decisions by enabling data-driven insights, automating tasks and identifying skill gaps to enhance recruitment, performance management and workforce planning. So here's some of the details that we need to look at how AI and analytics are impacting the talent decisions. First of all, it enhances the talent acquisition. AI-powered recruitment, AI algorithms can analyze job description and candidate profiles to match the right candidates with open position, streamlining the recruitment process and help to reduce the time to hire. Coming to the next point, that is the automated screen and pre-screening. So AI can automate tasks like resume screening, candidate sourcing, and interview scheduling, freeing up the HR professional that actually focus on the strategic initiatives. Coming to the unbiased hiring, AI can help to identify and mitigate biases during the recruitment and talent management that actually promote fairness and diversity. The next is the predictive analytics for hiring, where the AI can analyze historical data to predict hiring outcomes and identify factors that actually contribute to the successful hires, improving the accuracy of talent acquisition decisions. Coming to the next point, that is the improved performance management, the real-time performance tracking, where the AI can provide the real-time performance tracking and automated feedback, offering accurate assessments and helping managers reward top performance. Identifying high potential employee, where AI can identify high potential employees by tracking performance, collaboration, and learning patterns that actually facilitate succession planning and leadership development. So these are the certain things that we need to remember before coming to the predictive analytics. The predictive analytics for retention, that actually AI can analyze the employee data to identify the different pattern and trends that actually signal when an employee might be at risk of leaving, enabling proactive retention strategies. So personalized development plans, AI can suggest personalized career development paths and learning opportunities for employees based on their skills, performance, and career aspirations. The third could be the data-driven workforce planning. So skill gap analysis, AI help to identify skill gaps within the organization by comparing current skills with future needs, enabling proactive training and development initiative. So predictive analytics for workforce needs. Basically, AI can analyze data to predict future workforce needs, helping organization to optimize workforce planning and resource allocation. So basically, succession planning. AI can help identify high potential employees and develop succession plans to ensure organizational continuity. So employee engagement and sentiment analysis, where the AI tools can analyze employee feedback and communication channels to gauge the employee sentiment and identify areas for improvement. Let's conclude with the today's session that it starts with the stages. The first one is attract, the second is the onboard, the third one is the develop, the next is the engage, the next is the retain, and the last is the offboard. So basically, deploy model helps to develop the holistic human-centered talent strategies. So through this e-learning module, we have understand the deploy model, where we talk about the developing holistic, human-centered and talent strategies. And we basically understand that how the deploy model work, and the most important question for today's organizations, that how to retain talent, reduce the attrition and increase the retention. That is the most important question for every organization. So concluding the session with the last quote, that start deploying smarter. Your talent is your edge. With this, I will wind up the session. Thank you for the patience listening.